Hi, everyone. This is Sarah from Soul Heart Intuitive Coaching. Hopefully, you've had a great week. We're here to discuss the energy for the week from February 23rd to March 1st and what do you need to know this week. So, this is a week where Mars stations direct, but Venus stations retrograde. So, you're going to feel like you have all of this energy and you're ready to go and start taking action. But Venus is kind of like, hold on, not so fast. There's still a few things that you need to take care of first. Also, we're going to have a new moon in Pisces. So this is definitely a time for you kind of drift, dream, reflect on your spiritual goals. How can you best serve yourself to get to the place that you want to go? Each of the signs has something in particular that they need to work on this week. So, like normal, we're going to start off with Aries. So, Aries, your card this week is Ascended Masters. So, this is a time for you to really get in touch with that spiritual side of yourself. But you don't have to do it alone. You can reach out to those guides and those masters that you have. You all have them. We all have them. And work with them on what it is in particular you should work on first. This is a time where your impulsivity could definitely come into assistance for you because you might just all of a sudden decide one day, I'm going to do this. And it could work to your advantage. Work with those guides, work with those masters. They have a plan for you on something that you need to work on. This is the time for you to utilize and harness that plan and put it into action. Taurus, yours is gratitude. So if you're trying to manifest something, gratitude can be a really good way for you to manifest. Now, it may seem counterintuitive at first because you're basically looking like you already have something and then expressing gratitude for the fact that you have it when in fact you don't have it at all, which could be a challenge for you, Taurus, because you like to have your things like all of us do, but you also have a set opinion in regards to things and you may have trouble looking at it from that different perspective. Gratitude practice is something that doesn't happen quickly and it's not going to happen overnight. Typically, it's a continuous practice. So practice being grateful for what you have, even if it may seem like that you don't have it. And once you get the hang of it, you'll start to notice things start to come in. You have been wanting uh, to have, but they haven't seemed to take place yet. So Taurus, practice gratitude this week. Gemini, your card is perseverance. It may seem like things haven't necessarily been going your way, but this is a time for you to persevere, work through it. Sometimes it may seem like we have either everything that we want or we have nothing at all. This is a time for you to search what it is that you want. What do you want? How can you go about getting it? This may involve having some difficult conversations in order for you to get there, but you can do this. You can persevere. You can get the things that you want, even though it might not seem like that's necessarily on your radar. So, Gemini, persevere this week, and you never know what could happen as a result of you pushing yourself to either try something new or work towards a goal that you have. Cancer, your card is awakening. So you may be feeling all kinds of different emotions that are coming back up inside of you. Mars has been retrograde in your sign, and it's now stationing direct. So you may start to feel those things that you haven't allowed yourself to feel. And this could be part of that awakening moment. You could have some sort of epiphany, or you could make connections to something that you haven't necessarily experienced in the past. Allow yourself to feel this awakening because it's Cancer. Feel it, allow it to come through you. However, you need to express yourself is how you need to express yourself. But remember, be kind and compassionate to those people around you. Be kind and compassionate to yourself. This is a process. Awakening is a process. It is not something that is going to happen overnight, although you may have that idea overnight. But in terms of working through the emotions that come with an awakening, that will not be fast. So, Cancer, remember your card this week is Awakening. Leo, yours is Sacred Union. This is a time for you to work with somebody else to accomplish the things that you're looking to accomplish. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship like the card seems to imply with Sacred Union. This is a time for you to work with somebody else to accomplish the goals that you're looking to accomplish. You tend to have a go get 'em attitude and you can accomplish this on your own. But this is a time for you to work with somebody else, work in community, harness the energy of your opposite sign Aquarius, and allow that energy to come through working with other people to bring that energy in, and you can bring about the results that you're looking to potentially bring in. Virgo, yours is the gift. Now, Virgo, you tend to be looking for details and you're very good at critiquing things. And while that may be your gift, you may find that there's another gift that's out there waiting for you that you hadn't necessarily realized. You didn't put the pieces together yet, and all of a sudden you have this epiphany and you're like, oh, that's the gift that she was talking about. There are gifts out there. It may seem a lot of times like the things that we go through, we're just going through them, but there's always a gift in that process. So allow yourself to go through the process this week, and the gift is on the other side of that. Allow yourself to get to the gift and to find out what it is. Libra, your card this week is Shadow. Pay attention to your shadows. Pay attention to your triggers. Anything that comes up, make a note of it, write it down. This is what you are going to be working on or with, especially while Venus is retrograde. Venus rules your sign. It's going to impact you. Plus, it's in the opposite sign of yours. So this retrograde is going to have a huge impact on you. Allow those shadows to come up, allow them to come to the surface, see what they have to say. Use those triggers as work that you're going to do during this period. Harness it, especially with this new moon this week, and allow yourself to feel and see what you can come up with spiritually as a result of those shadows having presented themselves to you. Scorpio, yours is Goddess of Fire. So this is an opportunity for you to work with fire. Harness the energy of fire. Now, this might not necessarily be all that familiar to you because fire isn't, Scorpio is ruled by water, not fire. But this is an opportunity for you to send things to the flames that no longer serve you. When you're doing energy work and you're trying to clear yourself, a great way to get rid of that kind of pent up energy is to burn it. You can write your thoughts down, piece of paper, and then burn it. Let the embers go out into the universe. Now, if you're having droughts or anything like that, you might need to be a little bit more careful if you want to do this outside. I know here in Maine right now, we have snow, lots of snow, so going outside to burn things in nature isn't necessarily the easiest to do. But you can do this within your house. You can go outside if it's preferable for you. Just take into consideration what the atmosphere looks like or what the weather is in your area. But harness that energy of fire and allow it to create a new vision for you. Allow it to bring something else in. But first, you have to get rid of the old. And that's where the fire comes in. So burn whatever is no longer serving you, figuratively, not literally, and see what can transpire as a result of you making space. Sagittarius, yours is activation. So this is a time where you are going to start to feel things coming through. You may feel activated. Now, when you're feeling activated, that's not necessarily the best time to act. Activation is a time for you to think. It's a time for you to reflect, which isn't necessarily something that you're the best at. You tend to want to be free and not feel those things, but allow those feelings to come in. Allow those activations to come through. Allow them to enter your consciousness, and then you can work with them and you can see what's there. But you have to sit with the feelings first. Allow yourself to feel activated and see what presents itself as a result of those feelings coming up. Capricorn, yours is dream time. So pay attention to your dreams, Capricorn. Or if you meditate, pay attention to whatever comes up to you in meditation. This is a time for you to really look at what it is that's being presented to you. The things that you may need to work on may be presented to you through your dreams or through your meditations. Allow that side to come out. Write down whatever you come up with. I know myself, if I have dreams, I'm horrible at writing them down, but I also often forget them. This is a time for you. Don't forget what it is that you're dreaming, so write it down. I'll have to make notes for myself, even though I'm not a Capricorn. But just allow those dreams to come out and then see where they take you, see what information you can harness from them. You may need to consult with a friend or a professional, or you can look it up in a book, see generally what does that type of dream reflect if you need guidance, or you can tap into your intuition and see what your intuition has to tell you about what it is that you're dreaming and what it is that you need to work on. Aquarius, yours is rhythm. So this is a time for you to kind of feel the movement. This may be a great time for you to dance, listen to music, anything that can stimulate your body so that you can kind of feel whatever it is that you need to feel. Rhythm isn't necessarily something that comes easy to a lot of us, but you can play with it and work with it and see what it is that comes out as a result of you putting yourself into that place of feeling and allowing that to come through. And Pisces, your card right now, your card this week is strength. This is a time for you to tap into your internal strength. You may feel at times like you don't have any strength, but you do. You can do this. This is a time period where there is a lot of energy in your sign, and that could make things feel more complicated for you. But everything is here to teach us, everything is here for a reason. And this is a time when you can harness that strength and you can truly look at whatever the issue is that is coming up for you. So again, I'm Sarah from Soul Heart Intuitive Coaching. Hopefully this has resonated with you. If it has, I would love to hear from you. So feel free to comment below. You can find me at www.soulheartintuitivecoaching.com. You can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Remember, be kind and compassionate and empathetic to those people around us. Everybody is going through stuff right now. You can see it everywhere around us. Take a moment before you react, as if you pause and you react, that emotion could shift or change, and you could end up helping somebody else who doesn't need to have something else thrust upon them. I hope that you enjoy your week, and I will talk to you soon.